Tonight is about applauding South Africa's engaged minds, who are continuously on a quest to produce knowledge that changes our country, our world, and impacts positively on the lives of our people. Celebrated tonight are individuals who inspire us by the embodiment of the theme of this evening's proceedings, which is scientific excellence in societal development. On behalf of the NRF board, and indeed the entire NRF family, it is my privilege to welcome all of you to this evening's event. Thank you very much.
So tonight is all about excellence, and what better way to celebrate than to invite an eminent scientist and international scholar to deliver a science lecture.
I like to remind you this is a pursuit of excellence. Pursuit of scientific excellence is the basis of national development, rather global development. You not only have the responsibility for this pursuit, but also transfer the knowledge to the younger generations who very much depend on that. But we must find how we blend the fruits of the research, the outcome of research, into application. And that's what I began. That's the challenge you're going to have. Don't see the science through the eye of needle. Very narrow. Look at the broader way. What it does, how can it help humanity?
The NRF provides funding to postgrad students in order to address the skills shortages in the fields of science, engineering and technology, and humanities and social sciences. One of the aims is to increase the chances of retaining suitably qualified scientists and thus increasing the pool of researchers and knowledge workers in the national system of innovation. So this year, the Research Excellence Awards for the next generation goes to
Dr. Pragashni Govender, University of KwaZulu-Natal. Mr. Suraj Bejnath, University of KwaZulu-Natal.
The Tutuka funding instrument is central to the NRF's Human Capital Development Strategy in as far as it relates to enhancing the research stature of early career or emerging researchers from designated groups, with the aim of redressing historical imbalances in the South African researcher cohort. So this award recognizes outstanding research excellence by current Tutuka grant holders. And for 2016, the Research Excellence Award for Early Career and Emerging Researchers goes to
Professor Mark Engel, University of Cape Town. Professor Nosipho Mulodo, University of the Witwatersrand.
P rating is assigned to researchers normally under the age of 35 who have held a doctorate or equivalent qualification for less than 5 years at the time of application. These researchers are considered likely to become future international leaders in their respective fields on the basis of exceptional potential demonstrated in research performance and output during doctoral and or early postdoctoral careers. I must just mention that the recipients of the P Rating Award also receive a prize that is sponsored by Elsevier.
Dr. Katie Altieri, University of Cape Town. Dr. Shazreen Mohammed, South African Astronomical Observatory. Professor Grant Theron, Stellenbosch University. Dr. Robin Pickering, University of Cape Town.
So congratulations to Robin. Robin unfortunately cannot be with us this evening, so in absentia we still recognize that she's now a P-rated scientist. A special word of thanks once again to Elsevier for the enduring sponsorship of the NRF Awards, and particularly in the P-rated category. Well done to our choir. And for those of you who didn't understand, they were singing "If One Day I Receive an Award from the NRF, how happy will I be?" All right, so as the choir is leaving, I'm going to invite to the stage Dr. Kobela, together with Professor Nong. I must apologize at this stage if your name or surname does not sound like it normally does, and you see yourself on the screen, just come. People call me Gillian, but if you want to call me Jillian, go ahead. You know, it's just a label. So as long as you know who you are, that is fantastic. The Science Engagement Award recognizes individuals who make outstanding contributions to public engagement with science and encourages academics to make their work and science and technology in general more accessible to the public. So this year, the Excellence in Science Engagement Award goes to
Professor Lee Berger, University of the Witwatersrand.
Congratulations once again. All right, so we are now moving to the A-rated category. This could probably be called the Oscars of science, right? So this is the one that you want, that trophy that you put on your desk. So the A-rated researchers, of course, are unequivocally recognized by their peers as leading international scholars in their respective fields for the high quality and impact of recent research outputs. Acquiring an NRF rating generates considerable acknowledgement and respect for the individual researchers as well as their institutions. The trophies that you will be receiving this evening, that's now the A-rated awardees, sponsored by Sabinet.
Professor Erika de Wet, University of Pretoria. Professor Michael Feast, South African Astronomical Observatory. Professor Charles Veldman, University of the Witwatersrand. Professor Achille Mbembe, University of the Witwatersrand. Professor Gerald Nurik, University of Cape Town. Professor Helmut Pradinger, Stellenbosch University. Professor Nigel Bennett, University of Pretoria. Professor Bruce Hewitson, University of Cape Town. Professor Bongani Mayosi, University of Cape Town. Professor Norman Owen Smith, University of the Witwatersrand. Professor Claire Penn, University of the Witwatersrand. Professor Willem Visser, Stellenbosch University. Professor Mark Cotton, Stellenbosch University. Professor Florian Luca, University of the Witwatersrand. Professor Lenore Mendelson, University of the Witwatersrand. Professor Valerie Mizrai, University of Cape Town. Professor Chris Reason, University of Cape Town. Professor Sayawa Sia, University of Pretoria. Professor Leonard Barber, Stellenbosch University. Professor Nicholas Bierkes, University of Johannesburg. Professor David Chidester, University of Cape Town. Professor Pedro Kraus, University of Pretoria. Professor David Lewis Williams, University of the Witwatersrand. Professor Lynn Morris, the National Institute for Communicable Diseases. Professor Timothy Noakes, University of Cape Town. Professor Craig Packer, University of KwaZulu-Natal. Professor Paul van Helden, Stellenbosch University.
So our next category is the Hamilton Naki Award. It's named after the self-taught surgeon who trained generations of medical students in surgical techniques. The Hamilton Naki Award honors individuals for achieving world-class research performance despite considerable challenges. So this year, 2016, the Hamilton Naki Award goes to
Professor Lerotodi Lewu, University of South Africa.
This award acknowledges an individual for his or her contribution to the transformation of South Africa's science community and landscape. The aim of this award is to encourage and promote this activity across the South African research community. For the year 2016, the Champion of Research Capacity Development Award goes to
Professor Joseph Franz, University of the Western Cape.
The next category is the NRF Acceleration Award. The word acceleration, of course, comes from excellence and acceleration put together. And this award acknowledges South African research institutions for achieving the most improved research performance over recent years, measured against a selection of critical indicators. So this year, the 2016 NRF Acceleration Award goes to I would now like to invite the Vice Chancellor of the University of South Africa, Professor Mandla Makanya, to come to the stage to receive the award. So congratulations once again to Lisa. Right, so now we get to our last category, which is the NRF Lifetime Achievement Award. This accolade is awarded to individuals considered to have made extraordinary contributions of international standard and impact to the development of science in and for South Africa over an extended period of time, and for the manner in which their work has touched and shaped the lives and views of many South Africans. So I'm going to invite Dr. Kobela to the stage to tell us more about the recipient this year.
For his contribution as a psychologist, a scholar, a leader in higher education, a key role player in the transformation of the South African higher education system, as well as the education system more broadly, a scholarly writer, a gentle intellectual, as some have expressed him, who has enduring love for this country and its people. It is in this context that the National Research Foundation is incredibly proud and honored to award Professor Chabane Manganyi with the 2016 Lifetime Achievement Award.
Professor Chabane Manganyi, University of Pretoria.
I'm quite nervous. So if I miss any words in the statement that I'm going to read, please bear with me. It's a very emotional moment. I am happy and proud to receive and accept this honor awarded to me by our country's National Research Foundation, one of our preeminent science promoting institutions with which I am decidedly proud to have been actively associated with in the past. Without any doubt, the honor which is being awarded to me today is theirs too. It is my sincere hope that the kind of state and private sector research support which I was able to mobilize over the past decade will continue to be available to active researchers and writers countrywide. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So she was born, she grew up, she traveled, she's here. Ladies and gentlemen, your hands and mine for the Minister of Science and Technology, Minister Naledi Pandey.
Thank you very much. Do they pay you for this? I wonder. I want to check with your university. Well, good evening, everyone. We need a mindset change about the role and purpose of higher education. We need to recognize that universities are valuable to a society in a range of ways. The current impasse on fees is a worrying development that I hope will be resolved satisfactorily and in the interest of higher education. And to do so, all of us who are opinion makers, Professor Maluleke, with a very wide remit of access to the media, need to begin to talk to South Africans who can afford to pay, to actually pay. Many families that have usually paid their fees for their children have stopped paying. And you, the opinion makers who loved fees must fall, must start saying parents must pay. Those who can afford must pay. And we look forward to seeing you on television communicating that statement. My warm congratulations to Professor Manganyi. When he said he was going to talk about me in a minute, I got a bit worried because I thought he'll start telling you how I used to behave as a National Assembly MP. In the committee, he used to come to present various proposals to. And I must say, when he said he was nervous, I thought that can't be true because he is one of the calmest individuals I have ever met. A person who truly can draw people together. And I congratulate you on the recognition you have received, as well as all the other awardees and program director. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister, as always, affirming, inspiring and challenging.
Colleagues, lastly, I would like to, it is, as Professor Manganyi said, is there a privilege to have a former head of state in our midst? And we don't take it lightly, sir, that you have taken the time to be with us. You did say to me that we shouldn't express your presence as the former head of state, but as Chancellor of the University of Venda. But unfortunately for some of us, we just have to continue to recognize you as our President and as the Chancellor. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to each and every one of you who have made it, to the young people of the University of Limpopo and the University of Venda, to the young people who were singing, I want to thank each and every one of you for making it. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you again next year.